Sophie is delightful. She loves animals. She loves taking care of people. She loves her little brother. She always tells people that he is her favorite, and her sister has learned to just live with that. So she's actually a senior now. So it's been, she was diagnosed her freshman year. So a lot has happened since then. She's in a therapeutic school, which is wonderful. She gets a lot of support there. She gets, a lot of what she needs, she's able to get at school. Once she was back into the schedule of school and she was, had to be here at a certain time and there at a certain time and evening activities, the weekends became just horrendous. Her anxiety would skyrocket. And she would have a crisis almost every weekend. And then she began to have crisis leading up to the weekend. And then don't even talk about any kind of school break, because if there was an extended period of time that was unstructured, it was so anxiety producing for her. So this past year, it became increasingly evident that we needed more help. We needed something outside of what she already had. And she already had a lot of help. So I really wasn't sure what to do. We ended up going to the hospital 4 times. Some of those times were inpatient, some of them turned into outpatient programs. A couple of those were emergency room visits. The last emergency room visit was a result of Sophie's compulsive thoughts. There were self-harm thoughts. There were thoughts that she didn't want to live anymore. At the last emergency room visit, a really kind social worker advised us that we needed to have a new plan for the weekends. Which is kind of something I already knew. I just didn't know what that plan was going to be. Sophie wasn't comfortable with, she was only comfortable with a handful of people, and sometimes she was only comfortable with me. And that was too much. That was too much. I'm not enough to fill that. And so it was really exciting to know that there was a WDSRA. There was a place where she could have other people that she could feel comfortable around, and peers that she wouldn't be afraid of, because there were people that would get her, and she would get and appreciate them, and she could be sincere and she could joke and not worry about messing up with either one of those things, because it was a safe, structured environment. It was a lifeline to have a place where she could go. Sophie was, when she wasn't at school, she was home. And now she had somewhere else that she could be. And we didn't have to be there with her for her to be okay. That was really freeing. Not just for me, but for her brother and sister. She has a teenage sister and an elementary school age brother, and sometimes they would want to do things that she wasn't comfortable with, and they couldn't do that. And so it just gave everybody a little bit more emotional space and physical space. It was so exciting because it gave us freedom as a family. It gave Sophie freedom to make friendships. I just want her to have that community as another place where she has friends and she feels safe. It's hard for her to maintain a friendship outside of structure, but WDSRA provides a safe place for friendships for Sophie. And I'm so thankful for that.